Hey everyone, it's Rachel. Today I thought it'd be fun to learn the awesome opening riff from Pantera's Cowboys from Hell and share the process with you. This is a really cool riff with potentially some tricky picking going on, I'm not totally sure yet, but I'll start out by learning just how to play it slowly, and then I'll try to speed it up over the course of this practice session. If you'd like to learn the riff as well, I'll try to teach it as I learn it so that you can join in too. Okay, let's get started. So I'm watching some videos and learning the first part of the riff. So far I have this. So if you're following along, all these notes are palm muted, and what I've learned so far is just 12 on the E to 15 on the E twice, followed by 12 on the A to 15 on the E twice, followed by 13 on the A to 15 on the E, and then 12 on the A to 15 on the E again. So all together. And that's the whole thing so far. And then after that, there's a little ending lick, which I'm going to learn right now. So the ending's pretty simple. It is just to hammer on from 13 to 14 on the A string, and then you hit 12 on the D. So all together so far goes. So the last time through this first part of the riff, you just play the first half of this riff, so. And then you add on this ending here that goes 13, 12 on the A, and then 15, 12 on the E, and then you slide. So I think I generally have the notes down for this first part of the riff. I don't have it down up to speed, obviously, and it's a little bit awkward for me to play still as I'm getting the muscle memory down. But I will move on to the second half of the riff now, and then come back to this as we try to speed it up. So I think starting out with this riff, we basically have the same thing as before, just up here. So we have, and we have an A power chord here, compared to just the single note before. So that's just the open E followed by the third fret, twice there, and then you play the A power chord, followed by the third fret on the E, and repeat that twice as well. So all together, something like that. And then after that, we have this. So that part is just 1 on the A to 3 on the E, followed by open A to 3 on the E, and then 1 hammer onto 2 on the A, and then the open D. So all together. So this riff, like the first one, repeats itself and then has a little bit of a different ending the last time through, which I think it just goes like this, which is, again, similar to the first part of the riff. And that ending lick is just 1, 0 on the A to 3, 0 on the E. So I think I have all the parts that I want to learn today generally now. I mean, I think the first part is more comfortable to play than the second part, so I imagine needing to spend more time on that second part. But let's just try playing along to a backing track in Guitar Pro now and see how I can do. First, let's focus on the first half of the riff at 50% speed. So going okay so far. I think that maybe before I was playing the part palm muted, but it probably shouldn't be. I just listened back to the original song and it's definitely not palm muted, so yeah, don't palm mute that if you're playing along. Oops, missed the end there. I'm not sure on this part here if it's easier or harder to use my pinky or third finger there. I'm still trying to figure that part out. I'm also struggling to remember to do the open string here. And instead I keep playing this twice, which is not correct. Yeah, that's pretty good. I think using the pinky is easier here. Just need to get into that position. Okay, now let's try putting the whole riff together, including both parts at 50% speed. it all together right now at a fairly slow speed, but I'm still having to think a lot about what I'm doing and messing up a little bit. And it's also really, really hot here right now, so I'm kind of struggling with that as well. So I think what I'm going to do is actually take a break from it for today and then come back a couple of days later and then continue working on it and see how fast I can get it with another hour or two of practice. So see you in a few days. Okay, I'm back. It's been about 5 days since I recorded the first part of this video, which is a bit longer than I originally intended, but I'm still excited to work on the riff some more, and yeah, let's just see how fast I can get it over the course of this practice session. I haven't been working on the riff at all over this time period, so I'm probably a bit rusty, but I just checked and I do remember how to play the riff, so let's just get started again with the backing track. Okay, well, I messed up the ending part there, but otherwise pretty good. Another thing I need to keep an eye on here is that I think I'm letting the D string ring out too long at the end of the riff there. I think I need to make sure I mute it before I go into the riff again. But yeah, just something to try to work on in the future. Okay, so I'm still struggling a bit more with the second half of the riff here rather than the first part up here. I'm getting a bit finger twisted, finger tied and messing up a bit there, but yeah, just takes more practice and more work on it. And yeah, probably usually I would keep playing it slower rather than speeding it up at this point just to make sure I really have it down. But for the sake of this video, I need to speed it up. Not bad. Okay, let's try 80%. Let's just try 90% and try to see how I can do. You know, I'm actually doing okay in the first part of the riff at 90%, although I'm messing up a bit now and then, but I can kind of do it. So let's try 95. I got the end. Okay, 95 isn't working out so well, but maybe if I just jump to 100, it will work out really well. So yeah, let's just try 100% speed. Yeah, I feel like my hands have a mind of their own right now. They're just like spaghetti flailing across the fretboard, but yeah, let's try again. Well, unfortunately, I don't think I'm going to be able to do much better than that today, but you know, I kind of nailed that end of the lick there, So yeah, that might make up for the rest of it. Looking at the recording, today's practice session was a little bit over 30 minutes. So in total, that means I've worked on the riff for about an hour and a half to 2 hours. This riff is really fun to play and I've enjoyed working on it, but it's also a bit more tricky than I was expecting from when I first learned it. Just something about the fingering is messing me up, and yeah, I think I need a lot more time spaced out over more days in order to really get it down. From here, if I was really trying to get it down, I'd actually probably slow down the riff a lot and make sure I really have it down before moving it up to higher speeds, and I'd probably do this over a week or so. I do think actually that taking a break between the first half of this video and now did help a bit with the muscle memory, obviously not up to full speed, but I feel like I was playing it better and was able to speed it up a lot faster than I would have been had I just pushed on it that first day. In general, I find that when I start making more mistakes than I was 10 or 15 minutes ago, that means it's a good time to take a break and come back to it the next day or so, and yeah, it usually works out better that way. I always love learning new riffs, so let me know in the comments what riffs you think I should try to learn next. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.